What is good, YouTube? Welcome back to a brand new video. First and foremost, happy new year, and we're back here on Madden 22 to kick off 2022, rebuilding the Minnesota Vikings. Before we get into this video, definitely leave a like, enjoy, and of course subscribe to this channel if you have not already. We're trying to grow this channel like crazy this year in 2022. We're gonna be grinding pretty much, man. It's gonna be a grind. We gotta grow this channel as much as possible, which is what my plan is to do. And real quickly, since you guys are here, I'm gonna go ahead and really quickly announce so my plan for 2022, if you care, I don't know if you watch both my channels or not, but I have a 2K rebuild channel as well. I'm sure most of you probably know about it. You're probably from there. But I plan on Saturdays and Sundays. I used to just not upload on Sundays, but now what I'm gonna do is I'm going to offset and have Saturday be Madden and then Sunday be 2K. That way we have an upload every day. That's if you care, but I just wanted to really quickly say that. But laid out in front of us are the Minnesota Vikings. So, I mean, Kirk Cousins, honestly, I kind of expected him to be a star development quarterback, but nah, he's a normal development. So let's go ahead and generate our best lineup and kind of see what it looks like. So right now, currently on the season, they are 7-8. Minnesota has always just been kind of, I wouldn't say mediocre, but they haven't been like the best either. So looks like you have a star development left tackle as well, and Garrett Bradbury at 26 years old. So that could be something we maybe take a look at. Then we have Cleveland now. I guess he's playing left guard. So Adam Thielen, Tyler Conklin, Justin Jefferson. Obviously Justin Jefferson out. Dalvin Cook are great pieces. Adam Thielen, I think he's like 29, right? No, he's 31. Okay. So we'll have to see how he regresses. We might have to take advantage of his trade value. And then this is what the defense is looking like. So actually quite a bit of work to do, not going to lie. Harrison Smith, I believe, is like 30 as well. Yeah, he's 32 years old. So a lot of these guys that we have, Anthony Barr is 29. So a lot of these guys are like veterans on the defense, 29. So really don't have a single young piece on the defense. Michael Pierce is 28. Tomlinson is 27. That's not terrible. And then Daniel Hunter, I believe, is a little bit younger, right? He is 26. So yeah, we can work with that. So the one piece that I see that could potentially be staying is Daniel Hunter. So basically, we're probably, I think it's Daniel Hunter, right? It's not Daniel, it's Daniel. So what I'm going to do is I'm probably going to be blowing this team up quite a bit, especially on the defensive side of the ball. Just because I want to go younger here, obviously, because these guys are just going to continue to get worse. So there's really no point. We're already at 78 overall, so we have to improve in some way. So we're probably going to be trading veterans for like a lot of good young pieces, draft picks, and we'll probably try to go that route today. Today's video is brought to you by Prize Picks. Prize Picks is a player props website that allows you bet overs or unders on players, and all you're doing is going up against numbers. Let me show you how it works. So during the Christmas holidays season, while I was taking a little bit of a break, I decided, to play some Prize Picks like I usually do, and I had some pretty good success. Thursday, December 23rd, bet the over on Thibodeaux Samuel's 40.5 receiving yards, absolutely crushed that number. It was so low. And Ryan Tannehill squeezed by with over 3 completions for 19 pass completions. Got myself a huge win there. And then on Christmas Day, the Knicks and the Hawks, I decided to obviously take Prize Picks promo that they were doing, having Julius Randle listed at 0.5 points. And then John Collins barely squeezed by with 20 over 19.5. But hey, that's still a win. Almost still counts. And then also on Christmas Day, LeBron James also was listed as a promo, only over half a point, and of course he crushed it with 39. And I went over on Kyler Murray's rushing yards because I thought it was super low, and he decided to obviously get 69. If you would like to join in on this fun, the link's in the description. Use promo code Crushables when you sign up. So the first trade we're going to be making is sending Adam Thielen over to the New England Patriots for a young right tackle and a young strong safety. So basically, like I said, we're going to be pretty much tearing this team down. So that gives us another offensive lineman. One thing I did notice, I kind of said earlier, I said that we had a left tackle behind Christian Darrisaw. No, I'm an idiot. He was the center. So we're going to be moving probably Brian O'Neill inside, probably to the right guard spot. So we'll have not released. That would have been really stupid. So let's go ahead and move Brian O'Neill to the right guard. And we'll have kind of a full young star offensive line. I mean, it's not fully young, but you get what I'm saying. We have a offensive line that's pretty solid. So we'll have that going for us. So that looks good now. So offensive line looks great. We can work with that. So tight end Tyler Conklin, I'm not going to sweat over that for now. We have 2 star development tight ends, but obviously we kind of just got rid of Adam Thielen, which probably sucks a little bit, but like I said, he's probably going to go down overall, which is why we did it. So now we need to focus on the defensive side of the ball, because we accomplished what we wanted to on the offensive side of the ball. Now we need to focus on the defense. We got Kyle Duggar at the strong safety, so I'm looking at Eric Kendricks. I'm looking at pretty much everybody here besides Daniil Hunter about trading away, to be honest with you. Everyone is available. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to make everyone pretty much available here. We're going to be trading Harrison Smith for Chase Claypool, Devin Bush, and Alex Highsmith. That's 3-star development players coming over, and obviously trading away Harrison Smith, who's going to go down in overall anyway, so not too upset about that. So now we have Chase Claypool on the other side of Justin Jefferson. Chase Claypool has definitely had an off year for the Pittsburgh Steelers this year. He's been kind of, you know, weird. And the Steelers just in general have been kind of weird this year. But now we have Alex Highsmith and Devin Bush at the middle linebacker. Anthony Barr and Eric Kendricks are still two guys I'm definitely trading away. So let's go ahead and start with probably trading away Eric Kendricks. I did not expect the Chicago Bears to honestly accept this, but they did have green interest in Eric Kendricks, so we're going to be walking away with Jalen Johnson, Eddie Jackson, and Bilal Nichols. So Eddie Jackson is 27 years old. Will probably give us, you know, good years for until like we're done with this video. So now we have the safety spots figured out, and we got ourselves off a defensive lineman and Bilal Nichols. So just like that. We still need to trade away Michael Pierce and Tomlinson, don't get me wrong, but now we have Jalen Johnson, we have Eddie Jackson. So the secondary is almost figured out. I feel like we've honestly had a pretty productive start so far. So we need a left outside linebacker, another corner. So that's what we're going to focus on when we trade Anthony Barr away. Let's try to get an outside linebacker and a corner from someone. So we're going to be trading Anthony Barr, a third and a fourth, for Kenny Moore to be our brand new cornerback. So just like that, the defense already looks so much better. It looks young and developing. That's what I wanted to accomplish. So looking at this defense, we have two corners now that we can pretty much rely on, which is great. We still need to obviously fill out the left outside linebacker, but I feel really good about the pieces we brought in on the defense. This has been pretty much a total overhaul, to be honest with you. So Tomlinson is 27, so we can actually work with that. Michael Pierce is 28. So honestly, we could probably roll with Michael Pierce this year as well. So the only other thing I really want to try to accomplish before we simulate this first season, I've made a lot of trades already, but I feel like we've done a great job of kind of retooling this team, making them younger and stuff. So basically, the next thing I want to do is I want to try to get left outside linebacker. I have Patrick Peterson here and Everson Griffin. I know teams will probably not be very interested in that, but I'm going to try to trade them. We also have Xavier Woods. So, I mean, we have three guys that we could potentially trade away. I guess we have a star development strong, or that's a corner, actually. So we have a star development corner sitting down here. So that's actually really cool. So we could probably move him, like, to the third cornerback, I guess, have that going for us. So basically, I'm going to try to trade for a left outside linebacker, and then we'll go ahead and submit this year. So we got the right outside linebacker we were looking for in Jordan Brooks to come over and be the last piece of the puzzle for this first season of the trading period. So that was a lot of trades that we just made happen. Been recording for like 15 minutes. So now we can move Jordan Brooks to the left outside. And now we have a young defense that I can fully count on throughout the video. Obviously, there'll probably be some guys we'll have to re-sign. There is two interior linemen that could potentially be guys that maybe look to trade away later on. But I really, really like what we were able to accomplish this year. Obviously, the quarterback position is still something that we should probably take a look at. But defensively and offensively, I think this team looks, you know, a little bit more promising. So we're going to go ahead and simulate to the end of this first season. We're probably, I mean, this team could make the playoffs, but I'm not going to, you know, bet on it. So let's go ahead, simulate this first year after making all those trades, and let's see how this team performs. So we are making one more thing at the midseason mark. We're trading away Kirk Cousins for a first-round pick. Basically, his cap hit is insane, and he's not doing it for us. We're 1-5, so there's really no point of even seeing how he did this season for us. So that was one move we had to make, obviously. So now our quarterback position is absolutely terrible. Obviously, we don't have a quarterback right now. It's going to be Kellen Mond for the rest of the year. So already 1-5. So I thought, you know, might as well just go ahead and trade away Kirk and free up the money. So yep, I feel pretty good about the move we just made. Obviously, it needed to be done. We'll roll forward. Obviously, we could sign like a quarterback real quick if we wanted to. I'm assuming Colin Kaepernick or Cam Newton might be out here. You have Jimmy Smith. What quarterbacks we have available? Ryan Fitzpatrick, Ben Roethlisberger, Matt Moore. So it looks like the Steelers waived Ben Roethlisberger. We can get Fitzmagic for the rest of the year. You know what? We're going to sign Fitzmagic for the rest of the year. Why the hell not? Fitzmagic come in and be the starting quarterback at the midseason mark. I imagine if something like that actually happened. All right, let's go ahead and submit the rest of the year. We're already bad, so I don't even care how the season ends. All right, boys, we might be running into a little bit of a problem. We went 3-14, and the GM wants to talk to me. I might be getting fired before this video's even over. Hopefully, I can not be fired. I probably need to turn that off real quick because... yeah, Fitzpatrick came in 15 touchdowns, 11 interception. Rushing wise, Dalvin Cook had a great year. Receiving, KJ Osborne actually led the way. Is KJ Osborne? I gotta see if this man is actually there it goes. I was about to say, I gotta see if this man is like a star development, because I know he's been really good for Minnesota this year, and no, he's not. Okay. Well, Justin Jefferson and Chase Claypool were okay as well. All right. Before I get fired, I know Mike Zimmer probably deserves to be fired in real life, but I can't be fired on the game because I'm still rebuilding this team. So I'm kind of hoping that, so coach firing off. Let's just turn it off just to be safe, and I don't get fired because it looks like we're about to get fired. So hopefully that saves my job. All right, let's get to the offseason now. Hopefully I have a job in the offseason, but we were very bad, 3-14, obviously, so we have some work to do. We need a quarterback first and foremost. So summating to the offseason, and I still have a job, it looks like, so that's good. All right, GM hitting struggling QB. Obviously, we traded away our quarterback, so that makes sense. It looks like the Chiefs actually beat the Carolina Panthers in the Super Bowl, so it looks like the Panthers of all teams got to the Super Bowl, which is interesting. Najee Harris, David Collins, Khalil Mack. A lot of work to do, though. Still a lot of work to do, like usual. So next week to the resigning stage. We still have a job, thankfully. Probably should have been fired, but oh well. Let's get in. Well, Mike Zimmer should be fired, not me. I've done a great job so far, just saying. All right, let's go to the guys we need to negotiate with. There was one person I didn't come to an agreement with. That was Bilal Nichols. I do want to keep him. Obviously, he's 25. Defensive lineman, I think it'd probably be in our best interest to keep him around. So I'm going to give him like a 4-year deal. Hopefully he accepts this. And boom, we get Bilal Nichols back. His morale is taking him down quite a bit, but it's okay. This is going to be a new year, new us. So let's go to free agency and let's see what we can accomplish out here. So free agency is going to be pretty important. 3-14 though, so we have a high draft pick. We could draft a quarterback, or we could trade for one, technically. So we might go the trading route, to be honest. Devontae Adams, Teron Armstead, Stephon Gilmore, Trent Brown, Jason Kelsey, Gronk, Marcus Williams, Melvin Gordon, Casey Hayward, Odell, Gallup, Devondre, Antonio Brown, Younghoe Koo. So, I mean, not a ton of free agents I see any interest in, to be honest with you. We need a defensive tackle, probably. We need. Let me just take a look at what we're looking like right now, as far as has anybody gone on, to normal development or whatever it may be. So obviously, quarterback is not looking good. The offensive line is still, great. Star development everywhere. Chase Claypool and Justin Jefferson, and then the defense. Danielle Hunter actually went down to superstar development. I'm assuming it's because we had such a bad freaking year, so I don't think that's a knock on him, which is fine. So Michael Pierce is still an 88 overall. Bilal Nichols, obviously, a lot of the morale is kind of tanking everybody. Eventually when we get into the quarterback. So basically the one thing we really need to address on top of everything else is a damn quarterback. So we might as well just try to go grab a quarterback. I mean, once we have that, I think this team would drastically improve. Kirk Cousins wasn't doing it for us. So let's see what draft pick we have. I mean, if we have what do we have? We have pick number 2 overall. So obviously I could just draft a quarterback, which we might just go that route. But since we've drafted both Sam Howell and who is it? Who is the other guy? I forgot who. Spencer Rattler. I was about to say. I need an updated draft class, but Madden won't let me download one for some reason. But I'm going to try to actually trade for a quarterback, I think. Since we've had both of them, let's try to go get a quarterback to improve this team. Okay, so basically what we're doing right now is getting another draft pick in this upcoming draft. This is my plan right here. So this is a guy that would have never gotten before, and I think I'll be able to get him after all this. So we have 3 draft picks here that Madden won't let me put in real quick, but trust me, we have a foolproof plan going right now. So I feel like this is going to work. So obviously just traded a ton of draft capital, but this is going to be worth it. Watch what I'm about to do. So, all right. If we go here, we'll have 2, 9, and 12. So that's 3 high draft picks. Obviously, we probably should just draft somebody, but just for the fun and entertainment of things, we're going to be getting Josh Allen. They should accept this. Okay, it's fine. They don't have enough cap space in order to take this on. Wow, they would have accepted it. Oh, okay, I didn't think about that. All right, well, let's try a different quarterback then. Okay. So Kyler Murray, they're not going to have enough cap space. Justin Herbert, I guess, could be a guy we bring in. Mahomes, they're not going to have I'm just interested and curious to see if the Chiefs would have accepted this. No, they wouldn't have. Okay. Man, I did all that to thinking I was going to go ahead and get Josh Allen. I thought that was going to work. Then I realized they didn't have cap space. Okay. The other one we could try it on is Justin Herbert. I think that'd be the, somebody that would be kind of worth it. So maybe we go for Justin Herbert instead. Lamar Jackson would be fun too. They have $43 million in cap space. Imagine bringing Lamar Jackson over here. Do I want to try this? No, I'm going to go for Herbert. Well, Lamar's a 96 overall. I don't know. I'm torn. Okay, let me try Lamar real quick. I'm going to remove one of my... He's going to get re-signed, though, here in a little bit. So these 2 for Lamar, they don't agree, obviously. So if I throw in pick number 12, would they agree to this? No, they still don't. Okay, so no Lamar Jackson for us. Okay. I guess we have to try it on the Chargers. We try to get Justin Herbert, I guess. They have cap space. Let's try just 2 draft picks. They accepted. So we actually were able to keep one of our draft picks. So just like that, we got Justin Herbert as our brand new quarterback. I thought it was going to be Josh Allen, but I will definitely take Justin Herbert, being able to throw to Justin Jefferson and Chase Claypool. That is a huge addition. And then Dalvin Cook. So just like that, quarterback position is fully solved. So the other move we're going to be making this offseason is trading away Michael Pierce for Daron Payne. Daron Payne is just a lot younger, so I figure that's probably the best thing to do. He's 25, while Michael Pierce is about to hit 30 years old. It would go down in overall. So that gives us a younger defensive tackle who probably has potential of going up, obviously, to star development. And I have one more first-round pick that obviously I could trade away. But instead, what I want to try to do is I actually kind of want to trade for another star defensive tackle and just actually improve this defensive line. So we're going to be throwing Tomlinson out there along with our first round pick to see if we can grab another defensive tackle to this team, because I really honestly have no interest in any of the free agents that are available. For some reason, the Jets always give up Quinnen Williams really easily, and he was the only defensive tackle I could get as far as an upgrade. So yeah, I'm going to do it. Obviously, I've gotten him quite a bit, but you know what? I think it's worth it. So defensive line looks amazing now with obviously Quinnen Williams and Daron Payne. So defensive tackles, we're going to be able to probably stop the run quite a bit. So now that is it. That's all the moves we're making. We have cap space going to be rolling over into next season. I think the one thing we did need was a kicker, though, I believe. So I guess we'll go ahead and sign Younghoe Koo, but we'll have cap space rolling over into the next season. Hopefully be able to re-sign people and maybe even get more free agents. So yeah, we have no kicker right now. So let's just grab Younghoe Koo and call it an off season. Let's go ahead and go to season number 2 with Justin Herbert as our quarterback now, and let's see if this team can actually make the playoffs. Season number 2 comes to an end, and oh my goodness, look at week 18. We lost 42-3. What the hell were we doing? But we did make the playoffs at 10-7. We get to play the Dallas Cowboys in the first round. You guys know how that goes usually, so probably won't worry about it too much. But hey, we do have a team that's starting to develop a little bit, and I will say one thing, we have a lot of cap space going to the offseason, so it was a really good move, I think, to go ahead and let our cap space roll over and not go into that free agency and try to sign people. I mean, this is going to be a good team next year, if not good already. So I love what I'm seeing. Obviously, everyone's starting to develop. Eddie Jackson, looking good, looking really good. So let's go ahead and take a look at our stats for the year. Now that we had an actual good season. So looking at the player stats, 25 touchdowns and 7 interceptions from Herbert. I'm assuming we were more of a run offense. Yeah, because Dalvin Cook, 1,700 yards. Alexander Madison even had 600 yards on the ground. So 14 and 12 touchdowns combined. Justin Herbert even got a rushing touchdown. And then receiving, again, I guess this is just more of a ground and pound team, I guess. KJ Osborne led the way. Justin Jefferson and Chase Claypool and Tyler Conklin. So not a lot of receiving yards. I'm a little surprised by that, but the playbook must be, catered towards the run. So Danielle Hunter, 14 sacks, and then Quinnen Williams, 9.5, Daron Payne with 4, and then DJ, I'm not even sure who this is, got 4 sacks, or 3.5, I should say. And interceptions, 4 from Devin Bush, and 4 from Kenny Moore, and 3 from Cameron Dantzler, who actually I think is a star development corner as our third cornerback. So big W, and now obviously we get to go ahead and play the Cowboys. So let's go ahead and see if we can beat the Dallas Cowboys here in the first round to go on to the divisional. Let's see what happens, as we are going to beat them 28-24. So just like that, we're able to eliminate the Dallas Cowboys. If you can eliminate the Dallas Cowboys, you can pretty much do anything in this game, I feel like. So I feel pretty good about that. 28-24 W over Dallas, and now we get to play the Carolina Panthers. We are better overall than them. I think beating Dallas gave us a lot of confidence. We went at their stadium and beat them in AT&T. So let's go ahead and see if we can get to the NFC Championship and beat the Carolina Panthers. Same way to next week, and we are going to lose 31-21. Very disappointing ending, but hey, our contract actually got extended this time. We're not actually, on the verge of getting fired this time around. So I feel pretty good about what we were able to accomplish this year. We, won a playoff game, which is great. And again, we have a lot of cap space. So a lot of cap space is going to help us out this offseason in order to sign free agents, bring in talent. $105 million and at an 88 overall in team. Imagine what I can create in this offseason. We have Carolina and the Chargers going to the Super Bowl. Even after the Chargers traded away Justin Herbert, they made the damn Super Bowl. Okay. Shout out to them. I definitely, and then Carolina actually won the Super Bowl. So I guess we lost to the team that went on to win it all. So, that's fine. All right. Let's go to next week, though. We still have a couple players we need to resign. Our $105 million is going to go down a little bit, obviously. But again, it's great that we have this much money in order to improve the team, because free agency I mean, we can pretty much sign whoever the hell we want. It does not matter who a free agent is. We have money to do it. We can sign them. So I do have guys I want to resign, obviously, like Deron Payne. He liked the contract length, but that was about it. So I'm going to try to improve it quite a bit. Obviously, we have a ton of money. So let me try to pay him as much as possible. And he's back. Okay, so Deron Payne, that was a great addition. We were more of a ground and pound team, so I would offer Alexander Madison a contract, and he comes back. So we'll have that. And then Garrett Bradbury, I believe he didn't like my first offer, so let's try to improve it just a little bit. And that should be okay. So we get our center back, and then last but not least, we can go ahead and grab a tight end as our, another tight end. And yeah, it's fine. I mean, if he wants to leave, he can leave. Franchise tagging him, which cost us 13 million, which obviously I'm not going to do that. So now we're going to free agency day one, and the ability to improve this roster is going to be drastic. With $81 million, we can definitely really improve this team, obviously. So let's go ahead and take a look at the lineup real quick. So I'm kind of interested and curious to see. So everything on the offense looks fantastic. Maybe a third wide receiver wouldn't hurt as well. Although we've been kind of a run and run the damn ball kind of team. But defensively, Devin Bush actually went down in normal development. So that's actually pretty disappointing. Maybe we could improve the linebackers, I think, because Jordan Brooks is now a superstar. So the one gaping hole I'm seeing, and Bilal Nichols went down as well. So we have a right end, and then probably the middle line, probably the linebacker core is what we really need to improve. So let's go ahead and see if we can do that in free agency. I'm not really sure who's going to be here. So free agency, we have Lamar, Terry McLaurin, Aaron Rodgers, Kareem Hunt, Zadarius Smith, J.J. Watt, Tony Pollard, McCole Hardman. Yeah, so not a ton of free agency options, to be honest with you. Bobby Wagner would be one thing, but yeah, I guess we're probably going to have to make some more trades like usual. So we do have a ton of cap space, though, so I mean, we might as well just go for Terry freaking McLaurin. I just got him in the last video, but I'm content with doing it again. We have so much money. We might as well spend it a little bit, right? Because I'm going to make trades for the rest of the edition. So McLaurin, we'll offer him a contract. That is the number one offer, but I'm going to offer just a little bit more. That way we grab him. So we'll have Terry, Claypool, and Justin Jefferson. So Terry's going to get a bag, obviously. So we'll have him as our only guy that we really have any interest in free agency. So hopefully we get Terry McLaurin, and then the rest of the additions are going to have to come through the trades. Literally just got this man in the last video, but I mean, he was the best team. The Cleveland Browns were the only team that had green interest in Devin Bush. We're also trading a first-round pick, but that's going to improve the outside linebacker core tremendously. So that's going to give us, obviously, a really good linebacker to bring to the team, and I think he was a superstar X Factor, if I'm not mistaken. So that'll be a great addition to the team, obviously. So we'll have that superstar development. So now we need a middle linebacker and a right end. Okay, so we got ourselves a brand new defensive lineman in Thibodeaux, who I know is a absolute beast out of the draft. So just like that, we have a new right end, and he is a superstar X Factor, bro. Like, how the hell did they give this guy up? That is actually crazy. So we have Thibodeaux now on the defensive line, so that is going to be a great addition to the team. So he's an 85 overall now after upgrading him. So we've been recording for 46 minutes, and honestly, now all we need is a middle linebacker. I mean, look at this defensive line, bro. This would be the most scariest defensive line to go up against. A middle linebacker is all we need, and we are set. The unfortunate part, though, is we really don't have any, like, trade assets anymore. So I think what we have to do is we obviously have an offer impending on Terry McLaurin, so we'll have to try to obviously snag him up. But I think we might have to offer Zadarius Smith and then maybe trade him for a middle linebacker or something. I don't know, because we need something, obviously. We can't just go in. We have Levante David out here, but Dre Greenlaw. There are some linebackers that we could go for Bobby Wagner, technically, to be our middle linebacker for the year. He is a star development. I mean, he could be the little bit of the void there for now. So if we can get Terry McLaurin and Bobby Wagner, I'll feel pretty successful about this offseason. I mean, this team just absolutely, we absolutely just had a great offseason again. I think we've done a great job in this video thus far, but that doesn't matter. Rejected Terry McLaurin, so we didn't get Terry McLaurin, which isn't the worst thing in the world, obviously. We didn't really necessarily need him, but it would have been great to have him, obviously. But we didn't necessarily need him either. So we offered, what was it? Bobby Wagner contract, which still his only offer. There's really no one else here that I'm looking at and being like, oh, I should probably get him. So I guess we're just going to roll our cap space over into the next offseason. and hope for the best there. So let's go ahead and submit to next week and see if we can get Bobby Wagner, and he accepts. So just like that, we have Bobby Wagner just to play middle linebacker for now. So just like that, our brand new lineup for the year is going to look like this. So no Terry McLaurin for us, but hey, we have Dalvin Cook, Justin Jefferson, Chase Claypool. Offensive line looks great, and the defensive line obviously is fantastic, and the defense just looks insane. So we should be able to stop the best of them. Let's go into season number 3, and we should be able to win a Super Bowl. So season number 3 comes to an end. We finished up 12-5 on the season and are in the playoffs, so we have to feel good about that. One thing we do not feel good about, though, is we were not able to re-sign everybody, so this will probably be the last season. So hopefully this ends up going pretty well in the playoffs, and we end up making like the NFC Championship at the very least. That'd be ideal. So 25 touchdowns again. I think we were just a rushing team. So 600 yards from Dalvin Cook, 13 rushing touchdowns and 15. So, and then receiving wise, Justin Jefferson finally 1,000-yard season, 1,200 yards, 900, 500, and 400. So, and then defensively, if we take a look, we have pretty much looking at the sacks. We had 11 from Quentin Williams, 10 from Deron Payne, 9, 7.5. So, I mean, obviously defensive line was terrifying. Kenny Moore with 6 interceptions. So that's a pretty good year. All right. Obviously, success in the playoffs is the most important part. We've done a great job of rebuilding this team. Now it's time to win something out of it. So, looking at the lineup, offensive line looks, great. Justin Jefferson, superstar development wide receiver. And then we still have pretty much a lot of good going on the defense. So, here we go. This is it. So, let's see if we can, win the first round. So, let's get to the divisional at the very least. We are playing the wild card, going up against San Francisco 49ers. Since they won the division at 9-8, we have to obviously go to their house to win. So, all right. Please, Madden. I hate this game. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you click here to watch another video that I know you'll love.